Hello all. There's been tons of videos about Chinese history and Mongolian history on the internet, but people don't realize that those histories were actually Hmong history too. Do you know that Genghis Khan's people are actually Hmong? Whatever you have learned since the last century may not be all true, because since the last century, literatures were rewritten and divided among China and Mongolia. Have you ever thought about what those people actually call themselves? During Genghis' time, his people were known to be Mong, according to older literatures. Mong called Genghis as Chenji, which can be translated into Iron Fist. I am going to make it as short as possible, so let us look at some older literatures that talk about Hmong people during that time. Now, this is one piece of literature that was written during Song Dynasty by Gong, okay? Gong stated that in the Lilian's records of the Hmong expedition, Hmong often change to Yendu Sang, meaning that they often change their era name or kingdom name to Ndu Sang, okay, or Yendu Sang. They self-reference as the great Ziya Meng Huatai. Now today, Tatars are very simple and unsophisticated with almost no system. Gong often investigated them and heard that the Hmong had been destroyed for a long time. Now Tatars and Hmong are the same here, okay? Let's skip to this page here. Here we see that the currencies, the national currencies, was documented that the country name was Tuam Tshoj, and that's how Hmong called their country Tuam Tshoj. Now, the Great Mongolia was later inserted into literatures, but it was meant for Tuam Tshoj country, okay? Here we see that Gong was actually a Song official. Now he led an envoy into Tuam Tshoj's country, and when he came back, he wrote a book. Now in his book, he referenced the people of Tuam Tshoj, meaning Genghis Khan's people, as being Mong, and also as Mong Tatar. So Tatar and Mong were the same under his writing. In another example, under the Gaoli history book, it also documents that Genghis Khan's people was Mong, and the country name was known as Tuam Tshoj. Okay, I'm gonna read a line here for you guys. It recorded that the Hmong envoys are increasing, only getting bigger. The Crown Prince has issued an edict saying when the Tuam Tshoj's envoys arrive, cannot welcome with mourning clothes. Now that means that the people needs to dress up, need to look better to receive the Hmong Tuam Tshoj's envoy. Okay, so let's look at some more. Okay, here is an example. During the time that there's contention between Jin country and Song country, okay? Now Song wrote a letter to the Jin's emperor, and in that letter, it stated that in the beginning of our peace treaty, the most great Jin emperor granted permission to demarcate the White River as the border. Now, during that time, Jin wanted more land, because by this time, Jin already took control of the Yellow River Basin. So the Song government fled south, okay, to the Yangtze River. Now, in the Song, the Jin records also noted that the Song people reference the Jin's emperor as Mong, okay, as Mong Majesty. this is just an example that during that time, it was Hmong history. Now, let's look at this one. We have to understand that Jin records also recorded that the people of Genghis Khan, or at least in that region, okay, the people was known as Mong. Under Mandarin, they pronounce it as Mongol, okay? Mongol. It actually mean Mong, literally mean that they're Hmong people, okay? Now, these Hmong people are all being redefined and retranslated into Mongol as a new transliteration of the 20th century. And they were defined into Mongolians, but the old literatures actually reveal that they were Hmong people. Let's look at some writings from the Song Dynasty, or at least during that time. At the beginning of Song Dynasty, there were multiple rebellions, and one of them is the Li family rebellion. Now, in the historical book of Song, it recorded that, or at least it referred to Song Dynasty as the Mong country, okay? In another incident, during the contention between Song and the southwest Shu-Han people and country, their leader was Mong. Now, during that time, Mong and the Shu-Han surrendered. Mong sent his younger brother with a letter to the Song capital. And in that letter, it says, "Today, thanks to the comfort and protection of the Mong commander-in-chief." Now, Shu-Han people in that letter refer to the Song emperor as Mong commander-in-chief. That says that the Song emperors, or the royal family, were Mong people. Now, later, during the time that Jin Dynasty was destroyed by Mong Tshoj from the north, after that, there was a drought and there was a plague in the eastern Yangtze River region. Under the record pleading for donations to aid central drought devastation, it was written by Jin Dynasty, okay? Now, he wrote that according to the prefectures and counties of this route, this year's drought has caused severe damage, except for the 7 counties of Jiangkan, Taiping, Ningguo, Weichi, Guangde, and Nankan. I have already submitted an appeal to the Mong Imperial Court for special relief. Here, Zheng wrote that the Imperial Court was the Mong Imperial Court. Now, later, when Zheng became the governor of Tangzhou, he learned that there was an issue about the liquid monopoly. Now, in a statement, he wrote, "If the liquid monopoly is to continue, official would benefit while the Hmong people would suffer." Now, when he said Hmong people, in Mandarin, he said Beisei Mong, okay? Beisei Mong is a common term that modern-day Southern Hmong language still use. Now, obviously, when he said Beisei Mong, it says that the Song people were actually Hmong people. As you can see, Genghis Khan and the Hmong did not conquer the Chinese. That was a misinterpretation of Hmong history into Chinese history. It was the Northern Hmong that united the Southern Hmong. This is the authentic history during Song Dynasty, because Hmong had already ruled the Han, Huayi, the Miaoman, and others for a very long time before Genghis and the Northern Hmong came down. Emperor Kublai did not attack the Chinese. It was Kublai that led the Northern Hmong to unite the Southern Hmong government of Song country into Ye country. Ye country was governed by both Northern Mong, and Southern Mong. This is very different from how history is being taught today. I hope this will awaken everyone that it was not just the Chinese or Mongolian history, but it was also the Hmong history. It was the Hmong who ruled over the majority Huayi Han and Miao Ma, since the time of Northern Wei until Yuan Dynasty. If anyone has time, feel free to download my book and read chapter 3 through chapter 7. And then chapter 10, to understand Hmong history and Genghis Khan's Hmong people. All I'm asking is for you to reference my book. Now, if you like what I'm presenting, click thumbs up, subscribe, and don't forget to share. Thank you.